Hi YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet as we are looking at Madden 16 and connected franchise here with the Green Bay Packers. This is episode 7 and we are in week 7 and we have a bye week. We're getting ready to get ourselves rested up and ready to go as we get ready for another week here as we get ready for our 8-week matchup. I'm trying to say that. But this week it's just a bye week, so we're taking a look at what's going on with the team, and then we'll take a look at what's going around the league. Now, currently we're 6-0, coming off a pretty good, decent win there, a very good win. I shouldn't say decent, but it was a very great win there, especially when our defense really did most of the work there against the Chargers, as Aaron Rodgers was 9 for 21 with 303 yards, 2 touchdowns in that ball game. So Aaron Rodgers having a monster year just like he is in real life. And we'll see if we can try to do the same here in the virtual world. Right now you guys are taking a look at some of the scouting that we're looking at right now. And most of the scouting we're looking at right now is really for defense. We're trying to beef up a lot of the defense positions, as we do have one area in offense that we're trying to work on there, which is the tight ends. Currently we have we have 4 active right now, so we're not too worried about tight ends, but you never know, you might can find a nice gem in there. So we are going to look at some tight ends. But right here we're just taking a look. I'm just showing you guys some of the guys that we're currently looking at right now. Mainly really on defense there. You got a couple offensive guys there, offensive linemen and stuff that we're also looking at, because we also want to have a better offensive line there. You see we got the left tackle and right tackle that we're trying to look at for next season. Just trying to improve just in some areas of our game. So for the most part, our game in the offensive right for the time being for next season, it's fine. We don't really need to do too many tweaks. Now on defensive side, yes, we do have to work on some areas in that area and try to fix some things there. You guys can go back and look at pause the video and see where we gotta fix some things in some areas. But here we are taking a look at the injury report. Of course, Jordy Nelson going to be out still for quite a few weeks there. Of course, got a couple other guys here on our team also kind of messed up right now. And right now I'm just showing you guys pretty much around the league. There you see Danny Amaya for the Patriots there. He's out for a while. Now, I don't know if you guys, if this happened to you, but I know it's happened to me in this series so far. I've noticed a lot of complete ACL tears are the ones that are really, I guess, common, most severe injuries in this game so far. Now, I am working with the opening week rosters, week 1 rosters there. And so some of these guys could be out, or a lot of these guys are actually out for the season and whatnot for a lot of different teams, just like Jordy Nelson is for the Packers. But I noticed in the last couple of weeks here on this series I've been playing, there's been a lot of more guys getting hurt with that same exact injury. So I want to know from you guys, is that a same thing happened to you guys, or is it something else, another like random injury that really just takes out a lot of guys for the season? Because I've noticed a lot of ACL tears and a lot of broken, I think a couple I've seen broken ankles, broken toes, stuff like that. So let me know from you guys down below in the comment section of what are some of the most common injuries there in your franchise that you guys are playing right now in Madden 16. Mine's, for right now, it looks like a lot of ACL tears. So we'll have to see. So far, across our fingers, nobody's had I haven't had another guy get injured. The 3 that are injured for us are actually injured in real life, and so far I can say that for the Packers right now we're pretty healthy, with the exception of the 3 guys that are out for us. But like I said, we will get Jordy Nelson with the playoffs. If we make it to the playoffs, we'll have him in time for that, and that'll be a nice addition to our receiving core. Even though our receiving core right now is not doing bad. I mean, not by far. They're not doing horrible or anything right now, but having Jordy Nelson there, he's one of the guys I've played in years past. I've always been there. He's been my go-to guy that I can go to, and I really like throwing to him and whatnot. So, like I said, just taking a look at some of the injuries around the league there, and hopefully your favorite player is not on this list. If he is, my bad. But we'll see how these injuries will come out. A lot of guys will be out for quite some time there. Like I said, those ACL tears are going to be, very, very tough injuries to come back to. Those are usually season-ending, and maybe even, depending on how old they are, career-ending. So hopefully Jordy will come back strong when we get him back close to the playoffs. Looking at the injuries there, we got some well-known names that you see in the 49ers. There was Kaepernick. He had a broken toe. It'd been nice to play against him if his toe was not messed up during the time we played him, but it is what it is, and we'll just have to move on from that. Hopefully we'll get a chance if they get to the playoffs or something. Maybe we'll meet them up in the playoffs. But again, just taking a look around the league, seeing what other teams who are hurting right now when it comes to different. As you see, Matthew Stafford broken collarbone. He's gonna be out for 4 weeks there for the Lions there, so they're gonna be hurting there in the passing game. We'll play them actually here in a couple of weeks here. But Aaron Rodgers, you see 1,815 passing yards there for him. Eddie Lacy rushing 513 with 8 touchdowns there for him. He's looking very good right now. I believe he's in the top 5 there when it comes to both rushing yards and also in touchdowns. So, and I believe I'll show you guys that here with the statistics coming up for everyone in the league. But there you see the touchdowns there receiving. Adams currently has 5. He's a leader right now. And I believe Cobb is a leader right now in receptions and in passing yards. There you see defensively. There you see Dixon. He got half of a sack there. You see Clay with a sack and a half there from him. 31 tackles for him so far. Two tackles for loss. I'm not going to get into too many of the statistics and whatnot, but you guys can check those out here as we go along. And like I said, the the last couple of games here, the defense has really did a good job here stepping up, and that's what I definitely like to see, especially here as we're getting close to playing some our divisional games here. That's going to be very important here. We got to be beast in this division, especially in the NFC North, playing the black and blue, as they used to call it, division. And we have to be the ones that are going to be the dominant team, as you got Bears. The Bears always usually have a great defense year in and year out, and then of course you got the Vikings, who we have not played yet. And as far as I know, I think they're in last place right now, but they're a team that will definitely play against us. That's a heated rivalry between these two teams. Not to mention with Matthew Stafford out, I think he should be back in time to play us. But honestly, you want to play against the best. You don't want to play against the backup. You want to play against the starter. You want to see how you do well against the starter, and that's what we'll have to try to hope and pray for, that we can play against Stafford in that first game against the Lions here in about, I want to say it's coming up here pretty soon. We've got a couple division games coming up. I believe it is in week 10. So it's about 4 weeks from now that we'll have to play them. He's going to be out for 3, so he should be back in time to play us. Also barring a bye week in between there. So there you see some of the statistics right there for quarterbacks, and now we're looking at rushing yards now. Looking at the halfbacks, see what they're doing. And there you see Charles. There you see 745 for him. 6 touchdowns for him for the season. There you see Lacy. Just 2 more touchdowns than Charles, but still needs 100 and some odd to get up there in rushing. But there you see yards per game there, and like I said, he's up there in the top 10 in both of those categories there. And just take a look there. You see Rashad Jennings there, Matt Forte, another one, and Daryl Sproles and company. But yeah, overall, like I said, Green Bay, I really don't have much to complain about. Green Bay is looking very hot right now. It's been a lot of fun playing as them. The new sliders I've been working with have made the games competitive. So I think with the set I have right now, I'm going to stick with. I may make a few tweaks here, really to have the computer play me just a little bit more aggressive. But for the most part, I mean, I don't have too much to complain. I'm hoping that the computer will play, more sound and more in logic when it comes down to, if I'm beating them by 3 or 4 possessions, maybe take a risk or two when it goes to fourth down and stuff like that. But so far it's with the new sliders and everything, settings I've been using. Slider set I'm using is a combination of some ones from Operation Sports, but also from ones that I've created myself over the past years playing Madden. And matter of fact, I'll probably try to have a slider video of showing you guys the sliders and whatnot. I'll try to do that here soon and try to put that up there and show you guys what slider set I'm using. For the most part, like I say, it's been fun, and we're just seeing what Rodgers can do here. And like I said, it's been a blast seeing him throw the ball the way he has, and especially comparing what his numbers are up to this point in the season. From this game, but up to the point to what he is right now in real life, and it's almost uncanny. I mean, just the way he's throwing, with the exception of the interceptions. I know right now he doesn't have that many interceptions, but pretty similar numbers there, and it's kind of cool seeing what he is doing in real life compared to what I can do for him in the games here. So there you see just some of the stats here on defensively there. Got some well-known names there in the top there. And, of course, some some familiar names down there at the bottom there. But for the most part, there you see J.J. Watt, most tackles for loss there, of course. He's just a animal in this game. So far, haven't got a chance to play against the Texans yet, but it's going to be, I know it's going to be playing against them. It's going to be interesting, especially with him running around the field and whatnot. But yeah, Green Bay Packers 6-0. Next in week 8, we're going to be taking on the Denver Broncos. Got Mr. Peyton Manning himself coming up to Green Bay and facing us there, and we'll see what we can do there to him as we got to try to see if we can shut him down before he gets going. Actually, no, I take that back. We go to Denver. He has not come to us. We go down there. We go to Denver to play them. So we'll be playing at Mile High, and we'll see what we can do against them in that epic matchup between him and Rodgers. But there you see some of the extra points there, and where our punter's at currently right now. And of course, just looking at the punt game here when it comes down to it, and some of the punting yards there for the punters there. And what else? What else can we talk about here? I am going to be changing up some positions, or I shouldn't say position, but changing up some players here. I'm going to have certain packages. We're going to have Starks being, because I've used Starks as a backup in here, and he's actually he's pretty good in some of these formations. And so you'll start seeing a lot more of those. You'll see him out in the field a lot more. And also, we'll start moving guys around. I'm going to start moving, put Cobb in more in the slot position.
than anything, and see what he can do there. And try also to try some new formations. Actually, we're kind of working on a new playbook for next season, and see about that with some plays that I like to use from some other teams I've used in the past. Mainly, a lot of them are from the Colts. So we'll see some Colts plays there in there that I'm going to use. But for the most part, just. I mean, like I said, honestly, I can't really say too much. Is that I just hope the offensive line can continue doing a great job of blocking, both in the passing game. They've been excellent. Running game still needs a little help in that area to really help out Lacey. But Lacey is he's not much of an outside runner, and I got to remember to make sure he runs up the gut and not on the ends, and have Starks be doing that more often. And that's what we're planning on, to have him in more in those schemes where he can run out on the outside there and really punish the defense there when it comes to the run. And really, truly, we want to try to open up the run a lot more after these next couple of weeks, really try to wear down teams towards the end of the game. But there you see some of the top players there from the first 6 weeks here. And you guys can pause the video and check it out, see who are the top offense and defense players of the week in both leagues. There you see Aaron Rodgers back in week 4. Got a great game there. And we'll see if we have any other Packers. You see Burnett, week 6. Those 2 interceptions there from him. All right, so there you see our schedule right there. And, of course, I've already kind of explained about the Seahawks game in that episode 2 there. My capture card, for whatever reason, was acting funny, and I had to keep replaying the game till finally. The capture card was acting funny, and then I had the computer was then acting shady or whatever, so I had to restart the game that many times, so I apologize there. But there you see the remaining half of the schedule, the second half of the schedule there, and there you see the rest of our divisional games there are going to come to the end. There you see got the Vikings at week 17, but we go to the Lions, we go to the Raiders, we go to Cardinals, and we go to the Panthers and to the Broncos. And like I said, it's going to be a good game. I can't wait to go to Mile High to face Peyton Manning. And like I said, we're going to try to put a lot of defense, a lot of blitz plays on him. And honestly, now as I think about it, this is the first time I've actually played as a opposing player besides playing as Peyton Manning. So this is, with the exception of last year's game, but yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I try to not play as Peyton, or not to play against Peyton Manning, because the play calls that he's always constantly changing, because it still happens in Madden with him. So this is gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna play out here. So, but there you see, we'll take a look at the standings now, and there you see the AFC South. Of course, Colts leading that division with a 4-2 record. And then you see Titans 0-4. They are ranked 31st in the league right now. So they would get the second pick overall in next year's draft. There you see the Bills 4-1. Everybody else is 3-2. Chargers, there you see 4-2, trying to be 5-1 with the Chiefs, but Chiefs are up there now alone there in the AFC West in that division. There you see the Raiders 1-4. The Pack, there we are, 6-0. Right behind us are the Bears and Lions with a 4-2 record, and of course the Vikings there in last place with a 3-2 record. But it's still anyone's division, because any of those 3 teams right there could really put a good whomping on us here coming up towards the end of the season. There you see the Falcons 4-2. It looks like the Panthers are 2-3. Or 3-2, excuse me. Eagles 4-2, Redskins 4-2, Cowboys 3-2, and the Giants 2-4. And of course, Eli's struggling there, just like he is here in real life. And then, of course, there you see a very surprising turnaround there, especially for the 49ers. 0-6 there, and they are struggling right now. Like I said, they don't have Kaepernick, and Kaepernick's going to be still out for another 3 weeks with a broken toe. So there you see Week 8, and we are, like I said, we are going to Mile High. They're not coming to us. I thought they were going to be coming to us, but they're going to go. We're going to go to them. And there you see 2-4 there for the Green Bay, or for the Broncos, as we're 6-0 here, and we'll have to see what is going on here with the Broncos, as that's kind of unusual seeing them with a losing record there, especially in that division. Usually they're right up there, and if not the leader of that division. And so we'll see what Peyton Manning, hopefully we can take advantage of his misfortunes right now and win a game and bring home another W. So in Week 8, we'll take on the Denver Broncos in that game at Mile High, and it should be a good one. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and check out more of this series of the Green Bay Packers franchise. Subscribe if you guys want more of the series, and we'll see what we can do here against the against Peyton Manning and his Broncos here coming up in the Week 8 matchup. So definitely come on back, you guys, as we are getting red hot right now. Aaron Rodgers is getting red hot, and I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving playing as the Packers here. I think it was the best choice for me, and I can't wait to see what they can do here in Week 8. So, as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.